Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rita TU8 Astrology. Today, I bring you the sun in astrology, your soul's purpose, power, and identity. So, I know I have done previous videos and it's been a while, but of course, like I think I've stated in previous videos that, I'm always constantly, the universe is nudging me to do astrology, to teach astrology. I have a lot of mutable energy, specifically in Gemini. So that'll explain the way I do my videos and structure my videos, and how I just like to get it done. I also can't wait to get engagement. I love to interact, of course, because there's that Gemini energy. But I too also, if you catch me looking down, I have written out and structured how I want to do my videos. So we're going to go through the sun in astrology. So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important placements in your entire birth chart, the sun. A lot of people think astrology is just your sun sign, but in reality, the sun represents something much deeper. It represents your life force, your vitality, your identity, and the role your soul came here to play. The sun in astrology shows your core personality, your creative expression, your life purpose, and where you shine naturally. So in this video, we're going to break down what the sun represents in astrology. We're going to break down each zodiac sign in the sun, your sun sign, and then we're going to break down the sun in each house. So if you want to understand yourself and your birth chart, stay tuned. So, okay. Now we're going to get into the sun and what it represents in astrology. So the sun represents your identity, your ego, your life force energy, your creative power, confidence, purpose, leadership, and vitality. The archetype of the sun is the king. So when you think about the king, he is the head. Everything, the sun, all the planets revolve around the sun. The sun, it stands right there in the center, and all the other planets revolve around it. So when you think about when people say like, oh, I just don't do sun astrology, and that's a very good thing because there's more to astrology in your birth chart than your sun sign. But your sun sign is very important too because it explains part of who you are and your identity. The sun also, the archetype of the sun is the creator. When you think about Leo, the fifth house, creation, it's the hero, it's the father principle. Some of the psychological meaning is the sun is the person you are becoming in this lifetime. The sun is your soul identity. So don't get it confused with the rising sign. I know a lot of people say, oh, because that's the first house, that's Aries, maybe that's the sun or whatever. No, your rising sign is your personality mask, but your sun sign is your soul identity. So let's go through the sun and the zodiac signs. So we have first the sun in Aries. Okay, so that is the archetype of the warrior. Their traits are bold, courageous, competitive, initiator, and independent. Some of its shadow traits are impulsive, aggressive, and impatient. If you know some Aries, I know some Aries that are very impulsive, aggressive, and impatient, but not all. And it also depends on the house and which area it falls in, of which area in life that you may be like that. So I know not all Aries are aggressive, but I do know some that are. The sun in Taurus, its archetype is the builder. Its traits are stable, loyal, sensual, patient, and practical. Some of its shadow traits are stubborn and materialistic. Sun in Gemini, its archetype is the messenger. Although I am not a Gemini, but I am a messenger, but I do have a lot of Gemini traits. But the archetype of the sun in Gemini is the messenger. The traits are curious, communicative, intelligent, adaptable, and quick thinker. Some of its shadow sides are scattered and inconsistent. Now, although I'm not a sun in Gemini, I can be a little scattered. And as you see, these videos are a little inconsistent. It took a while for me to do the last one, but listen, that is a shadow trait that I'm going to work on. And throughout this video in these series, we are going to work on shadow traits, because my main goal and focus in this these videos, this series, my channel, and this is something that I have a passion for and I'm going to do. I want to help people work on shadow personality traits so they can be their best self. So, okay, so let's go on to the sun in Cancer. The sun in Cancer archetype is the nurturer. Its traits are protective, emotional, intuitive, and family orientated. Its shadow traits are moody and overly sensitive. The sun in Leo, archetype the king / the performer. Its traits are charismatic, creative, confident, leadership, and leadership energy. Its shadow traits are ego-driven, attention-seeking. The sun in Virgo, its archetype is the healer. Its traits are analytical, organized, service-orientated, and intelligent. Its shadow traits are critical and perfectionism. Sorry. The sun in Libra, its archetype is the diplomat. Its traits are charming, balanced, fair-minded, and relationship-focused. Its shadow is indecisive and people-pleasing. I am a Libra rising. Although, like I said, my sun is not in Libra, but I know some people sometimes get the rising and the sun, confused. But I do have, of course, because I am a Libra rising, there are some indecisiveness and people pleasing. But yes, I try to be very fair-minded, and I try to live a balanced life. That's what Libra sons, I feel you're always seeking balance. Okay, so next, the sun in Scorpio is the archetype of the alchemist. Its traits are intense, transformative, or transformational. It's deep and psychological. Some of its shadow traits are controlling and secretive. Sun in Sagittarius, its archetype is the philosopher. Its traits are truth-seeking, adventurous, optimistic, and spiritual. Its shadow side is reckless and preachy. The sun in Capricorn, its archetype is the authoritator, the authority. Its traits are ambitious, disciplined, responsible, and strategic. Its shadow traits are cold and overly serious. The sun in Aquarius, its archetype is the visionary. Its traits are innovative, independent, humanitarian, and intellectual. Its shadow traits are detached and rebellious. So, the last but not least, and this is me, the sun in Pisces, its archetype is the mystic. Its traits are spiritual, which I am, compassionate, I am, imaginative, I am, and empathetic, I am, all of that. Like I said, throughout these videos, I'll tell you a little bit about me, and we'll get to know each other. Some of its shadow traits is escapism and overly sensitive, like the Cancer, all me. So now we're going to go into the sun in the 12 houses. So, and at the end, we're going to play around with this a little bit, like putting what sun signs is in what houses. I'll do a little bit of examples of those, and then I'll go through some tarot cards that represents the sun in certain signs. But the sun in the 12 houses are the first. The sun in the first house is a natural leader, strong personality, identity focused. The sun in the second house is purpose tied to money, values, and self-worth. The sun in the third house is a communicator, a teacher, or a writer. The sun in the fourth house is focused on family, roots, and emotional foundation. The sun in the fifth house is a creative performer, an artist, an actor, or entertainer. The sun in the sixth house is service orientated, health focused, and work ethic. The sun in the seventh house is purpose is through partnership, relationships that mirror identity. The sun in the eighth house is transformation, psychology, and occult knowledge, which is where my progress sun is. So later on in videos and series, we'll get into progressions. And the sun in the ninth house is the teacher, the philosopher, and the spiritual seeker. The sun in the 10th house is public recognition, career authority, and leadership roles. The sun in the 11th house is the community builder, the humanitarian goals and networks. The sun in the 12th house is the mystic, the spiritual guide, and the hidden power. So I know I told you all my sun was in Pisces, but I am a Pisces in the 6th house. So I am service orientated. I can be health focused, and I do have a crazy work ethic for people that know me. So I want to do something like mix it up like I just did. So me being a sun in Pisces, which is the mystic archetype, that's why I am so much been pushed and driven into doing astrology. I love the occult sciences. I listen to it every day. So my archetype would be, of course, the mystic. My traits is spiritual, compassionate, imaginative, and empathetic. Of course, the shadow side, or escapism and overly sensitive. That says me perfectly. So those traits and that energy is manifested into the 6th house, which is service orientated, which is what I'm doing now. I feel like I'm providing service for humanity, for people in need who want to get to know themselves, who wants to work on those shadows parts about them to become a better person, just like I feel like I have done and I am doing, and I'm going to continue to do. My work ethic is crazy. I know a lot of people think, well, oh, why you're not putting these videos out of your work? But I service people with intellectual and physical disabilities. Been doing this for 20 years, and my work, I just do that constantly. And then so far as just helping people, period. Let's do another one. Let's do an Aries. So let's do an Aries. The personality traits for sun in Aries would be the warrior. Its traits will be bold, courageous, competitive, and initiator, independent. Its shadow traits would be impulsive, aggressive, impatient. So you have all those energies, and you like, okay, I'm like that, but not every Aries is the same. But where does that energy go to? Let's go to the 12th house. What did we say the sun in the 12th house was? The sun in the 12th house is a mystic, a spiritual guide, and hidden powers. So if you take all that aggression and that energy and that impulsiveness, and you may find people that, oh, sun in the 12th house could be a person that's a spiritual guide, helping people. And we're going to go deeper into the houses and deeper into the signs, but I just wanted to give you an example. I'm going to just give you one more. Let's do the sun in Capricorn, which its traits are the authority. Its archetype is the authority. Its traits are ambitious, disciplined, responsible, and strategic. Its shadow side is cold, overly serious. And let's put that in the first house. It would be a natural leader, strong personality, and have an identity focus. Now, a Capricorn in the first house I think to me that's a powerful sun. That's an authority. He's a leader, a person that's taking charge. So if you see a Capricorn in the first house, you use a go-getter. So, okay. So now I want to transition and go into maybe some tarot cards that has sun. Would have some sun placements if you doing a spread and you pull them out. So the first one would be the strength card, which would be the sun in Leo. That would be number 8. And this sun is strength begins with the choice to be kind to yourself. It talks about inner strength, courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, taming. If you look at the card, you have a woman in a white gown taming a lion. So this would be the sun in Leo. It's about control, overcoming self-doubt, focus, precision, influence, taming the beast within, harnessing instinctive desires, and proper channeling of libido. Some of its negative traits when you pull the strength card, the sun in Leo, could also be vulnerability, self-doubt, weakness, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, feeling inadequate, impotence, and being bullied. So another sun card would of course be the sun, the number 19 in tarot, which is a major arcana card, just like the strength card, number 8. But this card is, I shine my light on the world around me and my radiance attracts more success. So that can be the meaning when you pull out the sun card. And just like with astrology, when you look at the sun placements, when you do a reading, you're just not going to just look at the sun placement. You have to calculate everything, all the planets, the aspects, the degrees, the orbs, the decans, like all of that. And we'll go through that. As I learn, I will teach. So that's what I'm doing. I'm learning and teaching. And I'm always excited about feedback. Like I can't wait till I get interaction with you all in comments. Give me suggestions on what you want me to do and how, like maybe I'll take in consideration on how you want me to do things, but I'm going to do what's comfortable for me, but I'm willing to take feedback. So, okay, back to the sun. When you pull out this card, of course, you're going to read all cards around it, but this card, the sun, is positivity, fun, freedom, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, self-expression, good luck, enthusiasm, happiness, truth, openness, and pregnancy. Some of its negative traits when you get it in reverse is lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego, conceitedness, oppression, miscarriage, stillbirth, and abortion. So, okay, so I have 2 suns in Aries. You have the 3 of Wands is the sun in Aries, and that's the foresight card. And then you have the King of Wands, which is the sun in Aries, which is the leadership card. So let's do the 3 of Wands, which is the sun in Aries, foresight. It is travel, moving abroad, foreign lands, foresight, forward planning, moving forward, self-confidence, self-belief, freedom, success, happiness with choices or outcomes, hard work, paying off, and experiencing life. So some of the negative traits would be unrealistic plans, arrogance, a promising venture that fails to deliver, moving home, lack of foresight or planning. So the sun in Aries, which is the King of Wands, which is the leadership card, some of its traits is being in charge, decisiveness, independence, loyalty, optimism, impulsiveness, unexpected income, someone who inspires others to be creative, and achievement. Some of its negative traits are lies, deception, prejudice, a liar or a devious person, one whose main focus is self-promotion. So that is the negative traits of the King of Wands, one of the Sun in Aries. So let's do the Sun in Gemini. So I have two tarot cards that relate to the Sun in Gemini. That would be the Page of Swords, which is curiosity. It represents delayed news, patience needed, ideas, inspiration, planning, vigilance, protective, guarded, fairness, one who is calculating and unconcerned about the feelings of others. It represents communicators, scientists, mathematicians, aviators, and travelers. Some of its negative traits are malice, hypocrisy, suspicion, problems, someone who is unconcerned with the feelings of others. Another Sun in Gemini is some of its traits. Well, it's the 10 of Swords in tarot. It is backstabbing, betrayal. Sorry, guys. Backstabbing, betrayal, enemies, bitching, bad mouthing, bitterness, doormat, failure, ruin, collapse / breakdown, exhaustion, inability to cope, curse, rock bottom, hitting the wall, dead end, severing ties, goodbyes, nail in the coffin. It is the ending and defeat card. This is the 10 of Wands. Some of its negative traits, I know you like, ain't that negative? And that's upright. This is in reverse. Escaping ruin, pulling yourself together, learning from the past, hardship, and fears coming true. The 10 of Swords is a harsh card. I hate to see that coming in a reading unless it's like you want to sever ties with something that you really don't want to be a part of, or someone or something that you don't want to be a part of. So yeah, the 10 of Swords is a harsh card. So we have the Sun in Virgo, which is the 8 of Pentacles tarot card. It is the patience card. It represents new upright. It is new job, self-employment, building business, trade, reputation, craftsmanship, quality, master, expertise, hard work, commitment, dedication, concentration, success, accomplishment, ambition, confidence, results, and rewards. Some in reverse, it is repetitive or boring jobs, failure, coming true, overspending, debt, laziness, and underqualified. So that is the 8 of Pentacles, the Sun in Virgo. So we have the Sun in Scorpio, which is the 6 of Cups. This is returning to one's roots tarot card. It represents children, childhood memories, past influences, nostalgia, reunions, playfulness, youthfulness, innocence, creativity, kindness, goodwill, simplicity, childishness, immaturity, sharing, gifts, charity, family, and support. That is upright. In reverse, it is letting go of the past, focusing on the future, maturity, growing up, and leaving home. And you have to understand too, sometimes getting these tarot cards, reverse is not always bad. Some cards you do want in reverse. So don't get scared with some cards, okay? So this is the last one I'm going to share with you. This is the Sun in Capricorn. This is the 4 of Pentacles card. And this card is the budgeting card. This is holding on to people, possessions, issues, deep-seated past issues, hoarding, stinginess, control, possessiveness, financial stability, financial security, saving for big purchases or retirement, greed, materialism, or wealth. So that card, even upright, got its good and its bad traits. And this is the sun in Capricorn, the Four of Pentacles. But in reverse, it is shedding the old, letting go of people, possessions, or issues, generosity, sharing, greed, unwanted fears of poverty. So even in reverse, that card has its good and bad traits. So like I said, it doesn't mean something bad when you get certain cards, and you cannot only just read the cards, just the one card. You have to look at everything that you pull around it. And the same thing with astrology. Just like, you know, when you read the chart, what people say, this is not only sun sign astrology. You have to read the whole chart, but that is the sun, and the sun signs in houses, and some sun signs in the tarot cards when you pull. Okay, so as you can see, the sun in astrology, the sun in astrology is much more than just your zodiac sign. It represents your purpose, your vitality, and the role your soul is here to play. Your sun sign shows the qualities you are meant to develop throughout your life, while the house placement shows the area of life where your light shines the brightest. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into another important part of the birth chart, the moon, which represents your emotional world and inner self. And I think I did a little video on the moon, but we're going to do another one. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and share it with someone who loves astrology. And a reminder, the stars incline, they do not control. Until next video, guys. Love you. I'm out.